Hello and good evening, our beloved viewers. You're watching on Live RTD channel. Welcome to this English news edition. Here are the major stories. The Independent National Electoral Commission is actually continuing its supervisory duties. Israel claims that the ceasefire that came into effect yesterday. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom on this day. The Republic of Djibouti welcomes the announcement of 2 days and 2 weeks ceasefire between United States and Iran after 40 days of tension threatening the regional security and international. An initial agreement could pave the way for lasting peace and solid diplomatic process while ensuring the reopening of Strait of the continuity of global energy flows. Djibouti particularly condemned the effort of Excellency Pakistani Prime Minister for proposing Islamabad as a neutral venue for international negotiation that enable this trust. Finally, the Republic of Djibouti calls on the international community, including the UN and its partner, to support this negotiation in order to reach a sustainable political solution. The Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Djibouti provide an update on Middle East situation. Djibouti welcomes the recent ceasefire, particularly the 2 week agreement between the United States and Iran, and support all diplomatic initiative conduct in neutral venues such as Islamabad. The government calls on international community to including UN and its partner to support the negotiation. And on this, Djibouti emphasized the regional stability. The first question is, what is Djibouti's position regarding recent development in Middle East? And the second question was how Djibouti views U.S.-Iran ceasefire announcement. The third question, what role does Djibouti expect the international community to play? And last question was what step is Djibouti taking in response to the regional tension? The Republic of Djibouti calls on all parties to prioritize human life, humanitarian need, and peaceful resolution conflicts. In a response to all these questions, the Republic of Djibouti reaffirmed its commitment to peace, diplomacy, and international cooperation. The country calls on all parties to prioritize the protection of human life and reduce humanitarian suffering, support negotiation and diplomatic initiative in neutral venue, promoting dialogue and mutual trust. And thirdly, ensuring regional stability and security of trade and maritime routes. Djibouti emphasized that diplomacy is the only path to prevent escalation and achieve sustainable political solution of this geostrategy program. From economy and to electoral preparation, on another front, the preparation for tomorrow is presidential election are actively underway this morning. The Minister of Interior, Said Nur Hassan, received a delegation of observers from the League of Arab States. He warmly welcomed them, reiterating the authorities' commitment to provide all necessary facilities for them to carry out their mission under the best condition. This visit is part of the monitoring of electoral preparation and allows the observers to familiarize themselves with the organizational and logistical measure implemented to ensure transparent and fair election. On this occasion, the Electoral Silence Day, the Minister of Interior Said Nur Hassan present the measure implemented by the government through his ministry to ensure the smooth and proper conduct of electoral process scheduled for Friday, 10 April 2026. The minister emphasized that all administrative and logistical arrangements have been finalized, including the deployment of polling station, distribution of electoral materials, and coordination of personnel responsible for overseeing the vote. The minister highlighted the commitment of the authorities to uphold transparency, credibility, and security throughout the electoral process, especially attention has been given to ensuring that all citizens can exercise their voting rights in a fair and safe environment. Additionally, the minister has reinforced communication with regional authorities and election officials to monitor the situation across the country and promptly address any issues that may arise. On this occasion of the electoral the Minister of Interior made he reiterate that the President of Djibouti's Independent National Electoral Commission, CENI, Mr. Bahnan Ali Meidel, received the delegation of observers from the Arab League of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, led respectively by Ahmed Amin Sultan, Shakir Mahmoud, on this afternoon. This meeting was part of the ongoing institutional discussion aimed at promoting transparency and proper conduct of the electoral process in Djibouti. The representative of the two international organizations were able to obtain detailed information of the CNE's operational and overall organization. The delegation also have seen technical and practical aspects such as the number of polling stations and opening hours and the mechanism in place to guarantee the transparency of the vote. This meeting took place in a spirit of dialogue and cooperation, illustrating the CNE's commitment to ensuring a transparent electoral process. Indeed, the appraisal for the Independent National Electoral Commission. Indeed, they during the delegation also expressed their particular interest in Djibouti's electoral experience, the ongoing operation of Independent National Electoral Commission, and method of use to proper organize election. These discussions were focused on sharing of experience and best practice in electoral management. The delegate discussed technical and practical aspects such as the opening of the mechanism in place to guarantee the transparency of the vote. And now the election day preparation in Djibouti. The presidential election will take place tomorrow in April 10. The city is completing its final preparation and confirmed that all polling stations across the country are ready. A local team remain mobilized to ensure transparent and orderly vote. In this context, the Seni President Bahnan Ali Meidel visit Arta region to inspect electoral arrangement a few days before the vote. He was welcomed by the prefect of the region, Hassan Dabali, and the Seni vice president in Arta and the president of administrative official and local electoral team. This visit allowed direct verification of electoral materials and polling organization. The ballot boxes, voting booth, ballot and register were reviewed to ensure their availability and compliance. The CNE president also discussed coordination and mobilization with local officials and agents, confirming that everything is ready and final adjustments are underway before election day. One day before the election, the CNE continued its supervision mission nationwide to guarantee a transparent, credible, and well organized vote. The CNE Administrative Secretary, Mr. Dahir, on this occasion, less than 24 hours before the presidential election tomorrow, the CNE Administrative Secretary, Dahir Umar, visited Dakhil region where he was welcomed. They visit Ali Sabih region, sorry, where the vice president of, alongside with local authorities, electoral team and delegation verified the step polling station distribution and the electoral materials. On these, the staff were conducted to visit and ensure proper installation about the voting booths and logistics. This check confirmed that all arrangements are finalized and local team remain fully mobilized to ensure an orderly, transparent, and secure election in Ali Sabih region. Less than 24 hours before the presidential election, the Seni Administrative Secretary visited Dakhil region where he was welcomed by the Deputy Prefect and Regional Seni Vice President alongside with local authorities and electoral team. The delegation verified the step of polling station, the distribution of electoral materials, mobilization of staff, and conduct a field visit to ensure the proper installation of the polling station in ballot box. This visit confirmed that all arrangements are finalized and local team remain fully mobilized to ensure an orderly, transparent, and secure election in the Khel region. In the run-up to the presidential election scheduled in Friday, the Secretary General of Independent National Electoral Commission Tahir Umar Absi visit the inspect in the deployment of polling station bureau office of Dakhel region. This visit was received by Deputy Prefect of the Regional Vice President, the presence of local authorities and team responsible for organizing the election. This measure confirmed that all arrangements have been scheduled and the staff of the office of the polling station finalized. The local team remained fully mobilized to guarantee a transparent, orderly, and secure electoral process. And now in Tajura region, as part of the preparation for the upcoming election, the Prefecture of Tajura region carried out the final logistical operation this morning to ensure the smooth running of the vote throughout the region. On this occasion, the Prefect of Tajura region received an election observation mission for the African Union as well as African observers as well as representative of the Independent National Electoral Commission at his office. During this visit, the delegation accompanied by the first and second deputy uh, and also the official from Tajura Prefecture and all the personnel involved in the organization of the organizing the election was able to observe the state of the preparation of the polling station. Indeed, the run-up of the presidential election scheduled in Friday, Tajura Bureau Office organized that the effort to ensure the transparency and credibility of electoral process, reflecting the authorities' commitment to guarantee free and inclusive election that complied with regional and international standards as part of the preparation for the presidential election scheduled on Friday. Uh, the CNE conduct an inspection of the polling station across Tajura Prefecture. The president of CNE, campaigned by local authorities, regional vice president, verify all the installation of polling station and the distribution of all electoral materials, including ballot box, voting booths, and registration list. The field visit confirmed that all logistical arrangements are complete and that staff are fully mobilized for this upcoming presidential election. Finally, in Oboh region, as part of the pre-election supervision for April 10, 2026 presidential election, the CNE continue its oversight operation across the country. The CNE spokesperson Ali's spokesperson visits Oboh region to inspect the electoral arrangement. He was welcomed by the regional prefect Musa Al Migene and the vice president Mr. Hamid Saeed Mohammed. The mission ensure the control of all electoral materials for polling station. The field inspection confirmed that the arrangement is correctly installed and the local team remain fully mobilized As the vote approach, the CNE continues a follow-up and coordination to guarantee the transparent, credible, and organized election in our region. Indeed, for this occasion, as part of the preparation for the presidential election in Oboch, the CNE organized that in Oboch, the CNE, along with the National Election Commission, accompanied by the local authorities and regional vice president, verified the installation of the polling station and distribution of all electoral materials in Oboch region, including the ballot box and voting booth and all the registration list. The field visit confirmed that all logistical arrangements are complete and that all the staff are fully mobilized to ensure a smooth, transparent, and secure voting process in Oboch region. And now moving on to the original scene in Somali offshore oil exploration. The Turkish drilling vessel arrived in Somali territorial water, marking the start of country's first offshore oil explorations operation. The ship is scheduled to dock at Mogadishu port on April 10 in preparation for the exploration activities, a historic first for Somalia's energy sector. This strategy project will stimulate economic growth, create jobs, strengthen national economic and autonomy, and highlight the cooperation between Somalia and Turkey. And now for the international scene, Beirut explosion. Finally, the day's news conclude with a series of explosions in Beirut following the most intensive and intense Israeli airstrike against Hezbollah despite the recently announced ceasefire. The international community is trying to contain tension. This raid caused significant material damage and sparked panic among residents. Despite the ceasefire that came into effect yesterday, Israel continued its operation in Lebanon while the international community seek to contain tension to prevent regional escalation. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.